Hey everyone, I'm back on track, I'm back on YouTube, and I finally have like a few days off next week to where I can start making videos again and like get back to making like 2 videos a week. So today's topic is going to be on transitioning in the work field or getting a job while trans. So I get a lot of questions on how I get jobs, how I go about it, and basically what's my experience with it. So let's first start off with getting the job. So to begin with, getting a job, when I personally choose to get a job or when I apply to places, I want to go for places that I know already are going to be automatically accepting of not only just my being, but my tattoos as well. So I rarely go for jobs that won't dismiss me right away because of my gender identity. So, um, wow, I just have so many ideas like running through my head right now, so I'm just like, spacing. So that's my first and foremost rule when I apply jobs. Secondly, when I do go into jobs and I fill out my application, obviously my name is now legally changed to what it rightfully should be, and all that's settled, I put in everything, female and all that, and just go from there. And then when I go from the interview, I just do my interview process, hear back from them, and usually the manager or the hiring manager doesn't say anything. They don't bring it up. They don't ask any questions. If I don't get the job, I try not to think that's because of the reason. I just like to think that that job wasn't meant for me. But sometimes jobs do discriminate. I'm not going to try to think this as like a fairy tale. Like jobs will discriminate for that and dismiss you because of that fact. However, I try not to think that way. So when you're searching for a job, please be sure to go for places that are going to be very accepting, very open-minded, and that will pay well, of course. Any of the jobs I've applied for have been retail, to be honest with you, and they have paid well. They've all been very open-minded, been okay with all my tattoos and stuff, and my, like I said, gender identity. So that's how it is searching for a job, or how my mindset when searching for a job. I know that was kind of like bleh, but that's personally how I go about doing it. Secondly, transitioning in the work field. So say you've been working at a job for, I want to say, a year or two, or you just started the job and it's been a few months and you want to transition. It can be very scary. It can be so nerve-wracking because you don't know how your coworkers are going to come to you. You don't know how your manager is going to react. You just don't, there's no type of there's nothing you compare yourself because you don't know how anyone's going to react to said news or just you in general. So the way I went about it, when I was working at Nordstrom, I had been working there for 6 months before I had come out. So when I did that, I slowly but surely started to tell certain coworkers who I knew were very accepting and they loved me and they were so sweet about it. And then after that, my manager, who is honestly the best manager out there. Okay, so when I did make that whole status about Nordstrom Rack and how they are shitty, we had there's managers of each department, and then there's a store manager. The store manager is shit, but regardless, the manager who I met there was so sweet, so amazing, and she just made sure that I was so comfortable with everything. She was like, hey Sophie, do you want me to tell everybody on the staff? Do you want me to go about this and this and that? I had the luxury of having a manager who was so open-minded and so loving to me, and she made sure that I was okay. She said that, I'm gonna have a meeting one day with everybody. You don't have to be there. If you guys want to, I would personally talk to your manager first, see how she feels about it, see if she can help you out, or just, or friends or coworkers with you that can just help you out with the situation, because I know it's very touching and delicate and it's a process. You don't want to rush it and you don't want to be rushed into something that you're not ready for. So the way my manager went about it is she talked to all my coworkers, she told the store manager, everyone went about it like it was normal, and everyone started calling by my name, using the proper pronouns. Everyone was very sweet. It was amazing. Obviously along the road there were a few bumps here and there due to pronoun issues and the whole name thing. And there was one coworker who had a problem with me and would harass me for 6 months later because of the way I identified. She's like, I'm not gonna call her a woman because she doesn't menstruate, she can't get pregnant, she can't do this and blah, blah, blah. I don't consider her a real woman. And just all this other hateful shit that I just disregarded. And I was like, this is a job. I come here to work and make money, not to conversate or to get your approval. So be warned, there are going to be people like that in your work field who will be very dismissive and, you know, just overall an asshole to you. So I personally just wouldn't take offense to it. Like, that's just narrow-minded people. But you don't have to fucking take it. You can obviously report that bitch to HR or just serve that hoe yourself. I did both. So that was that. So don't be discouraged when there's just like that one person that dismisses you. Don't be discouraged when there is a mess up here and there in the work field, because it's gonna happen. You know, it's not only a transition for you, it's a transition for people as well, because they're trying to get to know the new you, or who you were all along. So it's all kind of weird. Just don't be so, don't be put down by it, you know? It happens, and it is kind of discouraging, I'm not gonna lie, but overall the process was the easiest, to be honest. Like, it was well, not the easiest, it was a little more smoother than expected, let me say it like that. So, yeah, so as soon as that was done, I was able to change everything under my information that was already logged in on my Nordstrom account and stuff and all that. It was awesome. It was so, it felt so gratifying, and it made my life in retail so much more easier, because when I first started working there, I looked like this and no one knew what to call me, no one knew what to say, they never knew like how to use the right pronouns, and everyone was just a mess there when I first started working there. But like I said, it definitely is hard. It's, there are going to be a few mishaps here and there. There are going to be assholes along this journey, especially when working, but don't let it discourage you. If this is what you feel is right, please keep going for it. I can't stress that enough. It is a struggle. It is hard. But if you genuinely feel like this is you and this is who you are, please keep going. I promise you, in the long haul, it will be so worth it, and you'll just feel like a big weight has been lifted. It really does help to like just be yourself and just finally be comfortable in your own skin. I know it took me like quite some time to do that. But yeah. Other than that, I think the last thing is, so some people also have this confusion on whether or not to put male or female, or should they disclose to their manager or, you know, their coworkers that they're trans. And simple answer is no, you don't have to. Like, that's none of their business. Like, at the end of the day, like, if they don't question it, then why should you? Why should you question yourself? Why should you question, like, should I put this or that? No, you are a female or you are a trans male, like, whatever. Let's put that there, like, male, female, like, that's that. And this is specifically going to trans people, not people who, like, identify as non-binary. Like, I obviously have no idea how to go about that. But if you're a non-binary, gender non-conforming, like, I don't personally, like, know how to go about that. I know there are some non-binary people I can probably link you to that can probably further explain it more than me, how they go about finding jobs, or how they want to present themselves in their workflow, or how they go about it. So I can probably like find people like that on Tumblr and like put it in the description box below. But as a trans man or a trans female, just put male or female, like, you know? And if they don't question it, Gucci, who gives a shit, like. But yeah, I think I have covered my experiences and what I go for when I am hunting for a job. But I think that's it. I'm so happy to be making videos all over again and finally get back into the swing of it. Like I said, I apologize again for being so wishy-washy with like videos just because of work scheduling and all that. But I'm glad to be back, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, please be sure to subscribe. And yeah, until next time, bye guys.